Hi, how you doing? This is your girl, your own very sister, Hope. I know the day, nature, and God has been good to you, irrespective of the cause around the globe. Not minding the discomfort, not minding the restrictions that we're facing at this point in time. But yet, we should be able to have everything to be thankful for. We should appreciate life, that we are still going, we are still healthy, we're still here today kicking and trying to win this battle is something to be thankful for. So I am here again to share with us on an interesting topic, if I should put it that way, with us. Now, I'd like to start by asking, what does living a meaningful life actually mean to you? To each and every one of us, life could actually mean different things to us. To me, I can define it differently according to how I understand it to be. And to you, you could actually give it an entire different opinion and definition about what this life is to you. So, to you, does living a meaningful life mean having houses, having cars? Does it mean money? Does it mean being connected? Does it mean having friends all around you at all times? Does living a meaningful life actually mean clubbing, having fun, or partying, making sure you catch all the happiness and fun around you? Does it actually mean traveling? Maybe you love traveling, it gives you the satisfaction you need, and to you, that is what living a meaningful life is to you. Does it actually mean you stock in your house with different kinds of food and being sure that everything you need to eat and drink at any point in time is available at your house? Does living a meaningful life to you signify making a good family, making a family, having all you want to yourself, your career, your education, doing the things you want, your hobbies? Like, there are so many things. And we all see life from different perspectives. So I don't know what it is to you, but to me, a meaningful life means living a life to impact others and be impacted as well. And then my second point of living a meaningful life is having a good life's purpose and having the zeal to pursue that purpose in life. And thirdly, living a meaningful life could mean, to me, creating a good label for yourself, for oneself, and leaving a good legacy. And then the fourth one that I want to share about is meaningful life can actually be winning life's all battles and making yourself who you should be, who you ought to be, who you want to be, and not letting life win, not letting life have the upper hand on you, not letting life give you what it wants you to be, not letting the harsh winds of life blow you to a place that you do not want, or a place that you ought not to be, blowing you into what you are not supposed to be. So, living a meaningful life can actually mean to me winning the life's battle, winning life, telling the odd and harsh situations of life that I am made stronger, I am made to defeat and not to be defeated. So, but different authors, different definitions, and different understanding about what living a meaningful life is all about. Now, according to a dictionary, the dictionary meaning of living a meaningful life means a meaningful life is a construct that has to do with purpose, significance, fulfillment, and satisfaction of life. A dictionary, a certain dictionary defined it that way. And then, a new book argues that a meaningful life has 4 pillars that make it up. One point he argued was belonging. The book was actually referring to a sense of belonging. Now, we will have to belong to ourselves before we will be able to belong to the world, to the society. If you don't have a sense of belonging, if you don't have that personal belonging to yourself, you cannot fit in. Because you will have that self-belonging so that when you step into the system, into the world, the society, your working place, your study place, your business environment, whatever thing you're pursuing, when they want to make you feel less of yourself or less worth, because of that self-belonging that you have, you'll be able to stand against them and prove. Otherwise, thereby being able to belong and let the society see you differently and accept you. And then the second pillar of it that he talked about was purpose, finding a purpose in life. Because so many people came to this life, lived, or some are still living without knowing, having a purpose. Life is not just all about coming to this life, living, eating, you grow old, just give birth to children. No. We have more to give to life. We have a purpose. There's a specific purpose that you have to fulfill that I don't have and I cannot fulfill it. And there's a purpose that I have to fulfill that you cannot fulfill for me. So we have respective and specific purpose or purposes according to our ability and strength and discoveries of life, what you want life to be. The third one that you argue is storytelling. You know, in this life, when you discover yourself, belong to yourself, belong to the society, finding your purpose, means that there is accumulation of so many things in life. So when you have acquired so much from the ones they gave you, from the experience life gave you and the experience you gave yourself, it helps you to fashion it into something, into a narrative that can make you share your experiences, what you did not have, what you've been able to get, where you came from, where you are now, and where you are going to. It's a kind of creating, you have been impacted, and you are to impact. It's a kind of sharing. So that is the third pillar that he talked about, and the fourth that he talked about is transcendence. At a point in life when we've acquired so much, when we feel satisfied at one point that we've gotten it, the things we have, where we've come and where we are. Sometimes we are in awe. Sometimes we have this self-loss. And sometimes we have this, powerful feeling of pushing further. Because sometimes we have a bigger picture of where we are going to, what we want to do. So these are actually the 4 pillars that he discussed about where, how you were, and where you're going to. For him, those are the pillars that could actually give life a meaningful living. Now, let's come down to a very formal or informal ideas that we can actually help us or contribute towards having a meaningful life. Now, the first point I want to share, the first idea I want to share now to living a meaningful life is know what's important for you and to you. There are things that we want in life. There are things that we love in this life. There are things that we want to do. Have you been able to discover the things that are important to you and for you? Have you discovered yourself? Have you discovered who you are? Have you discovered what you want to be? Have you discovered the things you love, the things you want, the things you don't want, the things that gives you joy and happiness? Once you discover them, your life, something like your vocation in life, your leisures, your hobbies, your affections, the things you want to do. When you discover them, then it will bring you down to having a passion, pursuing your passion in life. What are the things that you want to do? Passion is what makes life worth living. Search for the thing you love and work on it or work on them. It produces joy inside of you, that joy that nobody can stop. When you're doing something you don't love, when you're living a life that people want you to live and not the life you want to live for yourself, when you're living by the dictate of other people, for instance, this is what you want to be and you're being advised to do this one, inside of you, is that what you want? Does it give you fulfillment? Does it give you happiness? Are you happy doing it? Do you love it? Discover your passion. Pursue your passion. That is what makes you you, and that is when your life will be meaningful. You cannot be living a life of others, and that life is not meaningful. Your life can actually be meaningful when you pursue your passion and not the passion of others, not what people want you to be, but what you want to be. That is self-discovery, when you have actually discovered what you want to do and what you love doing. Then number 3 is discover your life's purpose. Why are you here? What is that special thing that you have to do in life? What is that purpose that you need in life? If you are to find a reason to live, what would that be? What is in that purpose for you? Is your purpose to help others or just to help yourself? What will you stand for? Will it impact you? Will it impact others? Will it inspire others? What is that purpose in life? Find your purpose in life. Pursue your purpose in life. Impact in others. Another point that I want to talk about is be self-conscious and self-aware. Because when you've discovered your purpose in life, when you've known your passions in life, then you have to know yourself, know your actions, be mindful of the things you do at all times, and ensure to live in accordance with your principles, your life's purpose, and your passion. You have to be mindful of the things you do and work to achieve your life's purpose. Sounds somehow right? But to me, when you review your actions daily, because of your purpose in life, you have to be self-aware, you have to be self-conscious. That will make it to each time you will review your actions, you will meditate daily, and you will correct the places you have strayed in life. Just like the Bible says, this book of the law shall not depart from your mouth. Thou shalt meditate on it day and night. So in life's purpose, do not let your purpose, your passions in life depart from your mouth, from your heart, from your hands. Thou shalt live on them day and night. You shall meditate on it. Attune your thinking, your mind, your everything into achieving that purpose in life, into living your purpose. Then you will be able to launch into the next level of life. The number 5 point I want to talk about is focus. When you're on that life pursuit, when you're fulfilling your purpose, when you're following your purpose, determination, you have to be focused. Most of us, we do not focus on a particular thing at a particular time. We want to do multiple things at a particular time. Do not pursue multiple goals at the same time. It yields little or no progress. I am not saying we cannot do so many things in life. We can, but at that building stage, at that foundation stage, we have to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, one goal at a time, through which we can be able to make the best out of it, through which we can be able to achieve all that we want to achieve. Multitasking can actually slow you down. You have to concentrate, you have to put on your energy in a good cause, in a good purpose, so that you will have full concentration and be able to get the best results from it. After you have finished this one, then you step into another time. I can remember one time when I was multitasking. I used to go for events, I make hair because I am a hairstylist. I do this one, I do that one. I still go to school and run. Those were challenging because I could not concentrate on so many things. I had so much to think about. I was sharing my concentration on. So I was not getting the full result of the thing, of how I wanted things to be, because multitasking can actually give you little progress on the things you want to do and take you longer time to achieve them. But when you take them one step at a time, you will see before you can actually achieve so much in a short period of time when you take them one by one than when you put everything together. It takes you longer time with lesser result. And then the fifth one is live with compassion, both for yourself and with others. What is this? One author said, Dalai Lama said, one must be compassionate to oneself before external compassion. You will love yourself first. You will discover yourself first. You will know your passion first. You will know your purpose in life, why you are in this life. What is it? What does it mean to you? Then once you've arrived at this place, having self-confidence, self-awareness, self-consciousness, then you will be having that peace. You will live with compassion. You have self-compassion before you be compassionate to the external world. You don't give what you don't have. So, another point that I want to talk about is finding a way to give back to the world. When we've been through all this, when you have come from this point and get to that point, when we've achieved so much in life, when we've settled at a particular state of life, what do we give out to the world? We cannot give to the world what the world gave to us, because most times life throws harshness. It throws the opposite and negative part of it to us. But our determination, zeal, goal, passion, aspiration is what makes us to be able to win those things against nature, against what this life throws at us. So when we have gotten to that state that we will be happy with ourselves and appreciate the things we've been able to get, then let us give back to the world that which we have acquired. We cannot eat it all. I remember some people will be good in this field, and when some people will be wanting them to help them to do this, to do that, they can't give. They don't want to give because they want to use it all. They want it all to themselves. They want to acquire. You cannot finish it all, my dear. It is not for you. It is not for you. When you die, you cannot carry them inside the coffin, inside the grave. What you receive is for you to give out. So if you think you're very good in your field, that you are the best in it, and you don't want to impart, you don't want to another person to do that, you cannot serve the entire universe. You can only represent in that little corner that you are. And remember, it is not only you. So when we give back to people that need it, I can remember one time when, because I used to cook for events, like catering services and all that. Some women or ladies will approach me that, oh, they want to do this. I do not hesitate. Because what matters, what gives you that self-meaning of life, happiness, peace, fulfillment and satisfaction is what you invest in others. And not about that one that you have. No. So I was always willing to give back. I was always willing to give. If I cannot give in monetary, if I cannot give financially, if I cannot be able to sponsor, then I can be able to share my knowledge. I can be able to share that which I have. I can be able to share that which cannot cost me money to give. I was always willing to go to any extent to help her, to make sure that this person finds a purpose, a cause, a reason to live too, the way I found mine. So don't hold it back. I was willing to teach people how I make money. I was willing to give out. I was willing because I can't serve the entire universe. I cannot make all the hair in this world as a hairstylist, as a beautician. I cannot serve all the entire universe. I cannot cook for the entire universe. You in your small corner and I in mine. What gives you that confidence is when you look out, when you see your failure succeeding through you, through the help you rendered. That is what gives you the ultimate satisfaction, peace, and confidence in life. That money that you want to hold in your bank account, when the person dies, people will eat that money without thank you. Why don't you use it? Give out and receive that thanks and appreciation that makes you to be remembered for, either while living or after you've gone. That is one thing about life. Give back to society, but don't give back the opposite, the negative side of what the world threw at you. Let us join hands to walk it through, then simplify your life. Do not overstress yourself. Make things easy for you. Start each day by creating a list of the things you want to do. Do not cluster it. Do not congest your schedules. It will make you mentally distracted and distorted. You cannot concentrate because you have a lot to do. And remember that while we want to plan so many things, while we're trying to do a lot, we will end up doing a little. But when you carefully plan to do a few, you will end up doing so much. So do not overstress your life. Simplify your life. Plan your life daily and follow them judiciously. Remember, stress less, work smart. Do not multitask yourself. Living a meaningful life is about having this calmness in you and all that. Simplify your life. Live a simple life. Now, we talked about the steps, the ideas of living a meaningful life is 1, know what's important to you and for you. Number 1, you have to be you. You have to know yourself. You have to know who you are. You have to discover what you want. For me, there are those periods when life threw the harsh side for us. Okay, we can always beat through in life through self-determination. You don't need anybody to tell you, but you by yourself decide what you become. Those days that I had little or no primary education, when my mates were carried their bag to be going to primary school and all that, you're not going, you're not able to go because nobody to pay, nobody to see you through primary school. I was never discouraged. Rather, when they go to school, I will be thinking on how to follow them. Actually, I knew when I was enrolled into primary school, but I didn't see myself being in primary 3. I didn't see myself being in primary 4. In fact, it was off and on. At the end of the day, calculatively, my primary education was not up to 1 year. Everything, both here and there. So I had little or no primary education. Secondary school, we couldn't go when others were registering because families were busy training their children in school. I had none to put me into secondary school. And when my mates were into JS1, secondary class 1 and all that, I was not able to go. At the end of it, they were already in JS3. When out of struggle, I managed to enroll myself in secondary school, JSS2, third thing. I didn't want to start by 1 because I feel I was already old and all that. My mates were already in writing their junior work and I have not even started at all. I failed. Woefully, I failed because I did from primary and secondary school. I jumped there where I failed. But it didn't stop me. I waited again. I started self-studying. Anywhere I see book, when they carry their books to go to school, after working my goods, saving money to go to school, I will carry any book I see, the newspaper, anything, I will pick them up and read. I was educating myself at home. So even when they will come back, when you ask them, they will reply you in English or be able to do one or two things academically. I was not totally behind, even though I was not perfect, even though I can't match up to them, but I made sure I was not completely out of line. I was helping myself at home. That is self-determination, discovering what's important to you and for you. Then it gave me that passion, and that my purpose in life was not to be a military, was not to go to school, but life made it that I was not supposed to be who I am today. I was not supposed to be able, I was supposed to be somewhere else. But the things they tried me never deterred me. When I was failing, I didn't stop. I pressed further. And the next 10, after reading, because I can't do anything at all because of that determination I was teaching myself. And everybody was surprised to see me take the third position on the second track. Self-determination. Knowing what is important for you. It breaks bounds. It breaks bounds. It breaks protocols. And look at it. If I had succumbed to what life threw at me, I would not be where I am today, even though that I have not gotten to where I want to be. But I am still on my journey going, not wavering. Nothing has deterred me in life. So, do not let what you've been through define who you are, define what you become, define what you appear. Let life know that you are stronger than whatever it throws at you. So, press forward, keep it. And from the little you have, even a plate of food, it's an investment. Invest in the life of others, emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, anyhow. Be an investor. Be an investor to the world, to lives, to people. No matter how it is, positively. Do the one you can. When you give, you have that peace. You have that mind. So these are the tips, the ideas that are part of the things that actually make one have a meaningful life. This is it. I hope you share it. I hope you sit back, meditate on it, check it out, know what you want in life. Be yourself first. Don't let anything discourage you. No one discourage you. Let nothing keep you where you do not. Don't sit where they want you to sit. Sit where you want to sit. Whatever you do in life, remember, there will be, it can never be widely accepted. Anything you do, people will still criticize you, and some people will still commend you. So pursue you, because even when you try to do the one they want you to do, they will still not appreciate you. So check the one you want. Are you doing the one they want and you will still not be appreciated? Or you do the one you want, appreciate yourself first, and let the world adjust. Let them adjust. Let them adjust and deal with it. But be yourself first. Live a good life. Pursue a good cause. Find your passion. Give back to the world positively. Simplify your life. Don't stress so much. Don't stress yourself at all. Everything will be fine. Thank you for listening. I hope this makes meaning to you.